I really like to make my bed every morning, but sometimes when they do this, I feel like I just can't make the bed. You guys, how am I supposed to make the bed with the two of you just lounging? Punks? Yeah, you're both punks.
Huh? What do you want? Can I get something for you? You need something? Why are you on a low sodium diet?
Because I have high blood pressure.
And how do you know you have high blood pressure?
Because I looked it up on Google.
And you think Google's the best way to find out if you have high blood pressure?
No, I didn't say Google's the best way to find out if I have high blood pressure.
I was asking you, do you think Google's the best way?
No.
What better ways maybe?
It doesn't matter because low sodium diet is good for me even if I don't have high blood pressure.
Yeah, but you know how much salt I snuck into the sauce?
You didn't sneak any because...
I did, because when my back was turned to you.
Swear on our friendship.
Maybe not.
Ah ha ha! You lie like a rug.
You lie like a rug.
Maybe she's a videographer. Kim. This cat.
He's ridiculous.
Look at her. Look at them. Jerk face. So I am blocking my Mabondin mittens. I learned this way of blocking when I was on a retreat in Maine, the Knitting Pipeline retreat, and we took colorwork classes from Donna Kay, and she taught us this way of blocking colorwork. She did say that it is a bit of a controversial way. Some people would flip out and never do this. So do this at your own risk. So that towel there that I have the mitten between is soaking wet. There is so much steam. So the iron is set to the wool setting, and I put the mitten in between the towel, a soaking wet towel, and I block it front and back. So I flip it over, and I flip it over and do the back side. And then, as you'll see here, I'm adding more water because you want to make sure when you do it this way, the steam blocking, that the towel, everything is very wet so that there's lots of steam, so that there's no chance that the heat from the iron can burn your knitting or scorch your wool. And so you block it once over the front and the back, and the heat from the iron and the steam cause the fibers to release, relax, and bloom. And then I've sped this up and I've cut this out a bit, but in between blocking it the first time and then the second time, which is what I'm doing here, I had let it set for a couple of minutes to cool down. And you saw before that I was manipulating the mitten to make it the shape that I want it. And then I go back here and I do it a second time, front and back with the heat. And that then sets my color work. And so this is set in stone. This is what it looks like. And I just love, love, love how my stitches look. They're just so pretty, and my anything uneven is completely worked out, and they're just gorgeous. So let's see. That, I guess that was my second time. So here they are. Yes, it does burn if you pick them up too quick. It is spicy hot. So watch your fingers. Look at that steam. So there we are. I'm finished with that mitten. I'm finished with both of the mittens. And I'm really pleased with them. I just love this blocking technique. It's really fast. It's very instant gratification. And the mittens are beautiful. Hey, 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 pals. Yes, I've got some mittens on my hands. So what do I want to tell you? That I love these mittens. I definitely want to tell you that. I feel like I keep gushing about my mittens that I've been making. So if you can't tell, these are yet another Skein Deer knits pattern. You can find these on Ravelry. They are part of the Skein, nope, they're not part of the Skein Deer. They're part of the Selbu Mitten Club. And I believe they're number 2 on the list. So cute. So I blocked these, which I will show you a video, or maybe you saw the video, depending on how I edit this. So I'm in love with these. I made these with Navia Trio, which is a yarn that I bought when I was in London, when I was visiting the Wild and Woolly yarn shop. So yeah, there they are, all finished. I can wear them or gift them. I haven't decided which ones I'm going to keep and which one I'm going to give. I don't need to keep all of these mittens that I'm making, so they do need to find homes. But I might hold on to all of these mittens for next winter and gift them at Christmas. So yay! So I decided to swatch for a sweater. I have a sweater's quantity of Quince & Co. Chickadee, and specifically enough of it to do a colorwork sweater. So I thought it would be cool to use this for a yoked sweater. And the pattern that I really want to do is a Jennifer Steinglass pattern called Engi or Engi. I don't know how to pronounce it. E-N-G-I. If I can find a picture, I will I won't insult it, but I will insert it right here. If I can't find a picture, I'll at least link it for you. It's a really lovely pattern, and I really want to make it. So these are the 4 colors that I have of Quince & Co. Chickadee. So gorgeous, gorgeous colors. That navy, just beautiful. They're a little bit outside of my color comfort zone, although the navy is not, because it's exactly what I'm wearing right now. Okay, but I'm having a hard time getting a fabric that I want, that I like with this, with the yarn. So I first swatched, I'm going to put this one up for you guys. So this I swatched, what did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I used a 6. It's too big. I shouldn't have used a 6. I was kind of going with what the pattern said. But it's way too loose. Like, look, you can see my kitchen through it. So it's just too loose of a gauge with that needle. So I'm now down on a 4. The other swatch that I did, which, let me go grab it. It's still wet, but let me go grab it. So So I still think this is too loose. Worked this one on a 4. And you can still see a lot of my kitchen through there. It is better. I can't poke my finger through it as much as I could with this one. We'll see. I don't know what I'm going to end up doing. It definitely has to be a thicker fabric than this. I will let it finish. It is wet still, so I will let it finish blocking and compare them then. I think I might have to do a third swatch. I mean, I'm on a 4 already, so I'm going to have to drop down to like a 3 or a 2. And I'll see if that makes a big difference. And if it does, I might just have to pick a different pattern. So my swatching is going much slower than I was hoping for this sweater. And I was hoping to have it cast on. I think I might cast on a shawl because at this point, not that I don't love making my mittens and my socks, but I like them to be, or I want them to be in between projects, you know, like they fill in the gaps for when I'm not driving. I don't know when I drive. When I'm sitting someplace waiting, or if I have 5 minutes with a friend, I like pulling them out. So I'm not really working on anything that feels like a project, if that makes any sense. So I think I might cast on a shawl just to get myself over this hump. I feel like shawls are good for that too. They really do help me kind of like, I don't know. Anyway, there's something else I want to tell you about. Yeah, so that's the other thing I want to cast on a shawl for. So this is Quince & Co. that I want to make the sweater out of. And that's lovely, and I'm excited for that. I don't sell Quince & Co. at my shop. So so these mittens that I just finished, I don't sell that yarn at my shop. And my socks that I'm working on, I don't sell that yarn at my shop. So that being said, it means I'm not knitting anything right now that is a sample to put in my store. I do want to use up yarn that isn't in my store. I do want to make other things. So I just never seem like I'm on top of samples. So that's another reason why I want to cast on a shawl, so I can feel like I am working for the shop. I can use yarn that I sell at the store. Speaking of yarn that I sell at the store, I just received a shipment this week of Sweet Sparrow yarns. Very excited about that. So with that being said, I want to work with their yarns as well to do some samples. So sample knitting, it's always stressing me out. So if any of you are interested in sample knitting for the shop, you can check out my Ravelry group page, which is Frame and Fiber on Ravelry. And I have a page there that I think I call the page patterns I'd like to have in the shop. And there's a whole slew of patterns with the yarn that I'd like to have them knitted in. So if you would be interested in knitting for my shop, check that page out or send me a message and I can get in touch with you. I do have a couple people, you know who you are, who are helping me out with that. So contact me if you are interested in sample knitting.
This winter is like okay for it's really cold.
The whole world wants my attention. Yeah. Well, it's like half.
Hi, pretty ladies.
Okay. So this is such a.
Look at the 3 of you huddled over there in your little corner. What are you doing?
I don't know. Is this whole week of video going to be you saying, "Hey, Miller, what are you doing?"
Maybe.
Make sure you get my good side.
It's all good, babe. Are you guys taking a nap?
Yeah.
Are you comfy, Bubba? Jerk. I didn't really film that much this week, guys.
Nope.
You see us sitting here?
That's why you're looking at me.
Basically, that's why you're looking at Paul Miller. He's my muse when I have nothing going
That's
on.
it. I'm everything. I'm your everything. Why is that funny?
So, thanks again, and I will check you guys next week. Bye. See you later. Okay, so this is going to be the end of the podcast. So at the end,